My dear, you are my favorite person in this world. Not because you're perfect, but because you're real. You have both strengths and flaws, just like everyone else. But when I'm with you, your imperfections fade into the background, and all I can see is the goodness in you. It's not that I'm blind to your faults, it's that your light outshines them. You make me feel safe, understood, and whole in a way that no one else ever has. I remember something my teacher once told me that completely changed my perspective. If you look for flaws, you'll find them, even in God. But if you search for goodness, you'll discover it, even in the most flawed person. It's all about where we choose to place our attention. The way we see the world isn't shaped by what's there, it's shaped by how we decide to perceive it. Most people are conditioned to focus on the negative. We're taught to notice what's wrong instead of appreciating what's right. That's why criticism and judgment come so easily. It's why people so often tear others down, even when they're trying to do good. Our minds are wired to detect problems, flaws, and weaknesses. And once you start down that road, it's hard to see anything else. But the truth is, what we focus on shapes our reality. If you spend your life looking for darkness, you'll find it everywhere. But if you make the effort to seek out light, you'll discover that it's been there all along, hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be seen. There's so much negativity in the world today. People are quick to criticize and slow to understand. Social media is full of harsh words and judgment. It's easy to point out someone's mistakes, to highlight their failures, to pick apart everything they say and do. But what does that accomplish? It creates more division, more pain, more distance. We build walls between ourselves and others, and then we wonder why the world feels so cold. But the world isn't as broken as it seems. Goodness still exists. It's just quieter than the noise of criticism and hatred. Nobody is inherently bad. Everyone is doing their best to navigate life's challenges. People make mistakes, not because they're cruel or careless, but because they're human. Sometimes people lash out because they're in pain. Sometimes they retreat because they feel overwhelmed. And when we respond with judgment instead of compassion, we deepen their wounds rather than helping them heal. People often ask me why I'm so quick to appreciate others. Some think I'm being insincere, that I'm trying to flatter people or gain favor. But that's not it at all. I truly believe that every person deserves to feel valued and seen. We don't think twice before criticizing someone, so why should we hesitate to offer praise? Telling someone they've done well or that they're appreciated doesn't cost anything, but it can make all the difference in their life. A kind word can lift someone out of despair. A moment of recognition can restore someone's faith in themselves. And the beautiful thing is, kindness creates a ripple effect. When you uplift someone, they often go on to uplift others. A small act of encouragement can travel farther than you'd ever expect. It's not just about making someone's day better. It's about shifting the energy of the world. Love and appreciation multiply when they're shared. I want to do my part in changing how people see the world. I want people to notice the good in each other instead of focusing on flaws. Every person you meet is fighting a battle you can't see. Just because someone smiles doesn't mean they're not carrying pain beneath the surface. Life is hard for everyone in different ways. No one's path is smooth. Even those who seem to have it all together have moments of doubt, fear, and insecurity. We just don't always see it. If we have the power to ease someone's burden, even for a moment, why wouldn't we? A kind word, a listening ear, or even just a moment of understanding can make someone feel less alone. Sometimes people don't need advice or solutions. They just need to know they're seen and that their pain matters. We can't always fix someone's problems, but we can walk with them through their struggles. And sometimes that's enough. I know not everyone will understand this perspective. Some people will continue to focus on what's wrong with the world. That's their choice. But I also know that there are people who will feel the truth of what I'm saying. People who want to make the world softer and more loving. Those people are my tribe. They are the ones who believe in kindness, in second chances, in the quiet power of love. And I am so deeply grateful for them. Maybe that's the purpose of life, not to be perfect, but to be human, to accept our flaws and those of others without letting them define us, to seek out the light in people even when it's hard to find, to believe in goodness even when the world feels dark, and most of all, to understand that how we see the world shapes the world itself. If we choose to look for beauty, we'll find it. If we choose to lead with love, the world will rise to meet us with grace.